Hello, welcome to the sideboard one last time here at the StarCityGames.com Team Open in Dallas, part of the SCG Tour, brought to you by Ultimate Guard. I'm here alongside our champions, Jonathan Rosum, Kevin King, Julian John. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You guys,
Thank you.
Kevin and Jonathan specifically have been making a lot of top eights recently, and you've cashed it into a trophy. How does it feel?
Oh my God, I can't even tell you when he was like had like the turn 2 and I was like, oh my God, we're gonna win the Open, and then he immediately says to me, oh, Elvish Spirit Guide crop rotation gets me. I literally, my heart sunk. I'm like, no, don't say it's that to me right now. And then he attacked and he won, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited.
Kevin, take us through those last turns. You know, you've been in multiple team finals before, runner-up twice.
Thank you.
To be in the position to clinch it for your team as you did, it must have felt pretty good.
It did. I played game 1 a little loose, and I kept trying to like keep that out of my head for game 2. Yeah, as I have a couple times this weekend, I was just like tap out, tap out, tap out, and then we got there.
Julian, take us through the standard event for you. You guys chose to play Mardu vehicles. How did it go for you this weekend?
It was pretty medium against the more aggressive decks, but my teammates kind of carried me. Like, I didn't finish 5 of my rounds this weekend. So if that says anything about how amazing these two Magic players.
You like crushed all your blue deck opponents, right?
Right. Yeah.
You just like.
But when it mattered, I came in clutch and decided to like 2-0 in the quarters and semis. And the moral of the story for standard for this weekend was what happened in the finals. I didn't get to finish my match. Good job, guys. We did it.
A good position to be in. Now, Rosum, this humans deck has been phenomenal in your hands as of late. You were tearing it up with Jeskai, you know, control tempo, whatever you want to call it lately. Then you moved to humans, which looked odd. Did not look odd this weekend. You were just annihilating people. You were winning what looked like unwinnable games all weekend on camera. What's so good about this deck?
So the best part about the deck is that I think you're like just like the best hate bear deck in the format, but you also have the best aggressive starts in the format. If you watch some of my games, there's some games where I'm like, okay, Thalia, Kitesail Freebooter, Meddling Mage you, and there's other games where I'm like, Champion, Thalia's Lieutenant, Phantasmal Image, caught my Thalia's Lieutenant, Casting Malcontents, kill you. You have a lot of play to the deck, and that's like, Harlan made a joke to me on while we were before we started playing, is like, yeah, it's just like when the Jeskai decks get ahead, like how do you ever win? I'm like, I literally was behind all the time against these Jeskai decks, and I just came back to win the match. So I was like, the deck is broken. Like if PT, test it, Casting Malcontents is legit. That's what I got.
Yeah, that was the tech card. Kevin supplied that one for you.
Yeah, Kevin supplied me that one.
I'm watching Rosum play it. He's playing all these, to me, unintuitive lines. Like, I think you have 3 mana, you play Reflector Mage, and you bounce the Eternal Witness, and it turns out that, like, absolutely not. You need that Reflector Mage after the Coco is cast. So Rosum's also been piloting it into these unintuitive lines that I think you need to look out for when you're playing the deck, because there is so much play to it.
Take us through your tournament, Kevin. Obviously, you've played lands in all these events. I think when you think about these events, lands is always in the finals or taking down the trophy. For someone who's so experienced with the deck, you know, what did you expect going into the field, and obviously it met your expectations?
Yeah, so I beat Storm. There wasn't a lot of hard combo in the format. I was a little, or the room, I was a little worried after all of the write-ups and the success of lands at these team events that people were going to be ready for it. And I mean, I played against 9 Moon in, the top 4. So people were ready. There was a lot of aggro loam, which beats lands just every time. It's really, really good. So yeah, I think like having a plan for lands is really good, but some of the best decks in the room also, like some of the best decks in the format also just beat lands, like Sneak and Show, and whatever you're already playing has a way to beat lands.
What were for each of you, you guys can answer this separately, what was the moment of the tournament? Obviously winning is pretty great, but is there anything that stood out throughout the tournament?
It's unanimous.
Yeah.
Casting Malcontents.
The Malcontents.
Yes.
It was just
that round 2.
The one, everyone brings up the round 2, but there were several points, like there were several matches over the weekend where I drew it, I cast it, my opponent was dead to it, and their whole team leaned in, and they're like, what does that do? And I'm like, you take 5.
All right, well, you guys all earned your first trophies here. You're all going to be in Philly next weekend for another team open, but none of you are playing on the same teams.
Correct.
So who's going to come out ahead there?
I have a Lance player.
That's true, I have a Lance player.
Oh, well,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Julian, do you have a Lance player?
No, I do not.
Fun. Real fun.
All right, well, this was a great tournament to watch. You guys, rallied back from 5-3 where you didn't even know if you would make day two, just running off all the wins you needed.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Julian, John, Kevin King, Jonathan Rosum. Great run here in Dallas. I'm going to send it back to Patrick and Cedric one last time here in Dallas.
Congratulations to our champions here in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Julian John, Kevin King finally, and Jonathan Rosum, which of course